Hi guys, my name is Shay. I'm a current officer of Chi Alpha. I have come a long way with Chi Alpha. I started about 3 years ago when I was a freshman. I was new to campus. I didn't have any friends. I didn't have any friends that came from high school with me to the University of Central Florida. But now that I come here and I'm a part of this ministry, I just want to tell you guys a few things about why Chi Alpha is so important to me and why you should get involved. Chi Alpha is different from all the other organizations on campus. They may be nice and, they may have their high numbers of, students that attend. But the thing I really liked about Chi Alpha, and that's what kept me so long, is the family orientedness. From the moment I started there was just this atmosphere of me wanting or feeling like I belonged. They care about what you're going through and they even follow up with you about that. Sometimes I go to different organization meetings and you tell them, oh, you may be going through something, and the next week it's like, oh, what can we pray for you for? But they actually follow up with you about what was on your heart, whether you're having a hard time adjusting to life at UCF, which I was because I'd never been away from my family or even my twin for that long. And, they pray for you, they encourage you. And just when I originally started at UCF, I was like the typical kid probably where I wasn't that strong in my faith. High school, my brother always tried to get me to read the Bible, but I just really only saw it as a book. But when I started coming to Chi Alpha and I just saw how some of the members really worship, that made me question, what am I believing in? Why don't I have that closeness to God? So then I started looking at the Bible, and I don't know, it just shed a whole new light on what I once thought the Bible was all about. It helped me connect to it like stories, and then with those stories, personal experience and prayer, and just going to things that Kyle offered, like, just get involved, activities like our social events, our game nights, our bowling, even if it's just a spontaneous game nights. I love board games, so that's what automatically hooked me. And then also just the fellowship. When you get to hang out with people, you get to know them inside and out. You get to know what they like, what they don't like, and you just get to know them for the people they are. When people are able to be vulnerable and open to you, that's where you really feel like you fit in. And for me, it just helped with going to TNF, where we had our Tuesday night worship service, and we would, listen to a sermon by Charmaine, and, that would stir something in my heart. And then also we would do like a lot of outreach events and like things like car washes, and we just got to hang out, and that was really important to me, and they incorporated that as much as they could. For me, I was not the person to pray out loud at all. You can ask my campus director, Charmaine. She challenged me on our first trip to Atlanta, which is where we go to Atlanta and we work with a ministry called Seven Bridges Recovery, and she challenged me to pray out loud before we left, the night before our big departure. And I had never prayed out loud before. I was always the one when we were praying collectively that, we stayed quiet and, agreed with everybody else. But, I prayed and it might have felt rushed, but Charmaine was challenging me and helping me open my eyes to that I do have a voice, and what I pray and say is important. And with that, it encouraged me to pray out loud during the trip. And, it was encouraging to, hear people say, you have something behind that, just keep being strong in the faith and continue to do that. And as I continue my walk with Christ, not all of my family are believers, but it's encouraging to me to know my walk with the Lord, because not everything has been easy. I'm adopted, and my life situation has not been ideal because my parents are deceased, but, I always smile with the joy of the Lord because that is my greatest strength. And I just love on the people because you got to be happy with life and you got to cherish each and every moment. And I know that through these mission trips of going to Guatemala, which I'm not one that speaks a lot of Spanish, for God to use me, even if it was when I had braids, little girls were coming up to me asking me like, oh, is that your real hair? And, they were just encouraged. And even if I prayed and there was no language barrier, like they felt the love, and I felt the love of those kids, and I felt just the encouragement of that ministry. One way, Guatemala, I'm so thankful for the missionaries and the team leader. I also am thankful for going to the Dominican Republic. That was just an eye-opening experience to be involved in the coffee house and just to show love through dance and prayer. God has really challenged me, even with the whole aspect of raising funds, because, I'm a college student. I didn't figure how was I going to get like $1,200 or somewhere around that amount to go on these mission trips. It was really testing my faith to me to have lived that up to God, for me to put myself out there with my other friends and my family and my ministry, doing car washes and raising funds for family and friends. That was not something I was used to. I'm kind of one of those people that like to be reserved and quiet. And through this ministry of Chi Alpha, I've come to figure and find out my voice. I used to be the shy person that would stand in the corner and not talk to anyone. Now I'm like, I have to give someone a hug, or I have to get to know your story, because everyone has a story and it's important for us to know it, love it, and help them with the walk. And that's why I always feel so excited and encouraged when I see new people, whether they're freshmen, transfer students that come onto campus, because I know it can be hard being away from your family and friends. And I know you just want to be involved in something that understands your beliefs and that shares your love and compassion. And Chi Alpha is definitely that. I would highly recommend it. And just talk to any of our leaders and we'll tell you our walk, and we'll tell you, because of God, we've only got through it. I believe so much in God because He's always been consistent. He's always there. No matter when I didn't know what to say or pray, God has always provided for me. Even when I thought it was the worst of worst situation, it was God, because I've never told anybody some things, and God has always provided for me. And through this ministry, I have gone from being a secretary, treasurer, to being the president for a season. And I'm so thankful for that transition, because it helped me find my voice. It helped me value what my campus director told me about everybody playing a crucial part in the organization. And I didn't understand that until I was actually a president. When someone is not present, or someone's like not at a weekly meeting, that makes an impact, because they're not there to hear the message, or they're not here to listen to what's coming up or what has happened and our feedback. And that again affects the flow of the organization. And I value each and every one of my members, and I love them, and it's like a brotherhood and sisterhood that is everlasting. The people or the sciences may change, but never the fellowship or the foundation of what Chi Alpha is. And if you want to know more about my testimony and my story, feel free to ask me or any one of the leaders, and we'll be glad to share. We'll be glad to share. So check out Chi Alpha, and we'll be happy to see you.